Hello and welcome everybody to the PRA Network 2 on YouTube and PRA_Network on Twitch. I am your host, Justin Phoenix, and tonight we are at South Boston Speedway for the fourth race of the season in the street stocks and late model stocks of the Short Track League here in PRA, the PRA Doubleheader Monday. We're at South Boston. We're going to have 40 laps in the street stocks and 50 laps in the late model stocks. Tonight's race is brought to you by Grid Finder and Sim Racer Hub. We are glad to have them on board with our league, both of them. And I'll give you just a moment so that you can have a word from our sponsors. And we're back again. Thank you to Grid Finder for being awesome. The admins over there have been great to Prodigy Racing Association. So just want to give a shout out to them. Charlie, Daniel, Blanco, Aiden, Tom, many of the others that I can't name all. That we'd be here all night if I named all of them. But we thank you all for helping promote Prodigy Racing Association. It's really appreciated. We are currently in the works with Daniel Blanco from Grid Finder to start a street stock road course series So if you're interested in that, that'll be on Thursday nights coming soon, in a couple weeks actually. So get signed up in our Discord, discord.gg/PRA, discord.gg/PRA. We appreciate the guys at Grid Finder for being on board with us. We're not partnered with them yet, but that is the goal. It is mandatory for any of our iRacing series. Sign up on Grid Finder. Appreciate it. So, let's talk about South Boston. South Boston, the fourth race on this schedule, is one of my favorite tracks in iRacing. The mecca for Southern Virginia short track racing for over half a century. South Boston Speedway today bills itself as America's hometown track. South Boston Speedway, SoBo, to its many fans, was a quarter-mile dirt track when it opened its gates in 1957. And in that dusty incarnation, hosted NASCAR stock car racing as well as a host of other stock and modified classes. Paved in 1962, SoBo grew then to a 0.357 mile before a final growth spurt brought in 1994 track to its current configuration to 0.4 of a mile, with 12 degrees of banking in the turns and 10 degrees on the 360-yard straightaway. The 45-foot width helps passing and keeps the racing close. Today, the late model class is the headliner for the 4 regular classes at SoBo, but modifieds race there regularly and hold the overall track record of 99.9 plus miles per hour, as do Legends cars. The list of South Boston Speedway stars over the years reads like a history of NASCAR. Richard Petty won here 5 times, and the list of other legendary names includes Joe Weatherly, David Pearson, Buck and Buddy Baker, Tiny Lund, Wendell Scott, Darrell Waltrip, Bobby Allison, Cale Yarborough, Dale Earnhardt, as well as former NASCAR champion television broadcaster Benny Parsons. So this is a very historical track in all of stock car racing, NASCAR included. And before we get started, I just wanted to advertise we do have a couple of new series starting up here in PRA. If you're interested, we are starting a Craftsman Truck Series league on Saturday nights. It's going to be called the Saturday Night Legends. Don't get that confused with the actual Legends cars. That's just the name of the series. And it's going to host Craftsman Truck Series if we can get some drivers. Try to get people in. Discord.gg/PRA. Come in and sign up for it. It'll be fun. It's going to be eventually our premier series here in PRA if we can get the driver count going. That's the plan. We've tried a couple times to have a pro series, so to speak. Let's try to get that going this time. It'll be nice. So that'll be on Saturday nights at 9 p.m. if it works out. Cubanator, Joey Cuba, will be the host of that series. He's the series director. And so we are looking forward to that. And as I already spoke, the Street Stocks Road Course Racing is coming Thursday nights. Daniel Blanco from Grid Finder is going to be the series director for that series. And we still have other racing going on. We have Friday nights, GT3 racing, hosted by Rodney Roberts, Rum Runner. We have Tuesday nights, also hosted by Rodney Roberts, Rum Runner. That is the IndyCar series. That's one of our most premier series right now in the iRacing League. And then we have Monday nights here on the short track circuits. Next year in 2026, we're going to change some things up again. Try to renew some interest in some of the late model series. I will have a full announcement on that in the coming weeks. I will be off for the next 2 weeks due to holidays that I celebrate. So I won't be here for a couple weeks, and I'll be back. We'll be at Nashville Fairgrounds in 3 weeks from now. And then our season finale will be in Bristol Motor Speedway. So, with all that being said, we're going to start with the standings for the Asphalt Assault Series. And Discord capture, there we go. Here we go. We got Jacob Schneider as the points leader, Riley Frost in second, Chucky Walden in third, Joel Crozier in fourth, Austin LeBlanc in fifth, Roger Saucier sixth, Trenton Bestgrove in seventh, Dylan Davis in eighth, David Phillips in ninth, Brandon Farley in 10th, Damon Henry in 11th, Landon Lacey 12th, Max Koss 13th, Brendan Torres 14th, Anthony Graham 15th, Quinn Campbell in 16th, Caden Henry Oaks in 17th, Cody Johnson in 18th, Rodney Roberts in 19th, Jeffrey Goodpaster 20th, and Shannon Milliken, our race admin for the short track league, is 21st. He has made one race and he didn't make a lap. He didn't get any points. That is the championship standings for tonight. So everybody's racing to beat Jacob Schneider. He is only 4 points ahead of Riley Frost. And that's the one thing about the points system that we have here. It's you can't really run away with it because each position's only 1 point apart. And then also there's bonus points for getting pole position and leading a lap and leading the most lap. And so Riley Frost, he has had 2 pole positions. That gives him 2 bonus points. He's led laps. That gives him bonus points. But he's actually led one fewer lap than Jacob Schneider has. Jacob Schneider's led 61 laps, and Riley Frost has only led 60 laps. There's only been 2 other drivers in the entire field that have led a lap, and that's Austin LeBlanc has led a lap, and Roger Saucier has led a lap all season long. So out of 3 races so far, Jacob Schneider has won all 3 races. And with that being said, I'm going to pull in my in-race reporter. Flashbang, welcome to the broadcast booth. Hey, buddy.
Hello.
How's it going?
Well, it's going good. I'm tired. I'm in pain. I moved my stuff all day, so I'm ready.
You are ready. All right. So what's your anticipation for tonight's races here in South Boston for both the Asphalt Assault Series and the Late Model Stock Series?
I'm sorry, say that again, please.
What are your...
please repeat that.
What are your predictions for the Asphalt Assault Series and the Late Model Stock Series here at South Boston?
I mean, Jacob Schneider's probably going to run the field. That's kind of been... It's not Schneider. I don't know what his last name is.
Or yeah, it is Schneider. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. He's probably going to run the field.
Yeah, I was just talking about the point standings, and the way we have the points set up in this league, you can only gain 1 point per position, and then there's 1 bonus point for pole, 1 bonus point for leading the most laps, and 1 bonus point for leading a lap. And with that being said, Jacob Schneider has 61 laps led, and Riley Frost has 60 laps led all season long. Only 2 other people have led a single lap, and that was Austin LeBlanc and Roger Saucier. So the top 2 have led 121 laps between the 2 of them, but because Riley Frost has 2 poles, he's only 4 points back from Jacob Schneider. So all that has to happen is Jacob Schneider has a bad race, gets wrecked out or something, and Riley Frost is going to be right there on the point. What are your thoughts? You think that could happen?
It really... I mean, I really doubt anyone's going to be able to bypass him unless he just crashes out. He's kind of come in and proven to everybody, and I'll give him the credit here. He kind of showed everybody that he could pass the whole field, not have to wreck anybody. Now, last week he did get aggressive. when we looked at it, I mean, one driver was driving a car with burnt tires, and the other one had saved his tires to that point. It, I'm more concerned tonight about South Boston has a lot of, how to put it, character to where you can get good runs running a different line. So I'm really interested to see how many people are just gonna, if we're gonna get side by side, or if we're gonna get more strung out, just because you can run fast in two different lines here.
Yeah, that's true. It is a multi-groove track. It's one thing that I explained in the pre-race ceremonies, that it's a very wide track, so there's multiple lines. Unfortunately, with iRacing, most of the time the bottom line is the fastest line, no matter what the realistic line is on the track. So it's very possible that it'll still be single file racing a lot, but anything could happen. And we've seen Riley Frost and Jacob Schneider race side by side many, many laps so far this season.
Mm-hmm. I think it's gonna be a good mix of now depending on how qualifying, because if Jacob starts on the pole, well, I'm just gonna go watch everybody else. But it's one of those deals where you gotta. I'm hoping that this provides a lot of side by side, because that's something we really haven't seen a whole lot of this season so far. It's not, one lane maybe dominant down the straights where another's dominant in the corner, and we haven't seen a lot of group racing. And my experience, when you see group racing like that, it's especially at a short track. Then I have to do my job, and these guys have been so good at not making us have to do our jobs this season that I'm really hoping tonight's not the case. Looking at you, Maytag.
Yeah, so it could get interesting. We're going to have a 2-week break after this, and then we're heading to Tennessee. First is Nashville Fairgrounds, and then our season ender finale is at Bristol, naturally.
Yay.
That's usually the fan favorite, the end of the season.
It's usually the one I got to work the hardest, too.
And in the street stocks, Bristol runs almost like a super speedway.
It does. Because now, as the tires wear out, you do kind of have to lift a little bit, but you could run any lane. I see a lot of people running the high line there, too. Every lane's fast there, especially when it comes to Bristol. It's weird.
Absolutely. Well, the session is up, and so we now have people practicing. And you can hear the cars on the track. I'm going to switch over to see the broadcast. A lot of updates were on iRacing before I got on here, and it seems like my Race Labs is not wanting to fully function. There it is. I had to close it and open it back up for it to pop up. There we go. A lot of updates took place before I could get on here tonight. Right now, Damon Henry is the first one on the track. We appreciate you, as always, Shannon, for being the race host. I definitely appreciate it, because it's hard to be the host and do the commentary also.
Yeah, well, this is the first season where I mean, you could pretty much just say I've been slacking off, because these guys have been good at not having me do anything.
Yeah, for the most part. And like you said, last week it got a little aggressive with Roger Saucier and Jacob Schneider. Roger was defending his position, and Jacob got impatient and put the bumper to him. We did rule that because the blocking was there and the blocking was all the way down and all the way back up, that nobody deserved an EOL for that. So Jacob
penalized hard racing.
Yeah, Jacob Schneider, he fully expected to get an EOL.
Nah.
And we saw Roger surge back through the field after that. He went all the way back to fourth and was racing Austin LeBlanc for third place at the very end of that race. So that was an exciting finish to that race.
Yeah, no, and other things, I mean, the week before that, we had Dylan Davis and Austin LeBlanc himself kind of get into it a little bit, racing hard. We actually had to have a chat with those two, but that didn't turn out to be anything. So it was. I'm really enjoying seeing that people are willing to race hard and create rivalries like that, but still not have me call 6,000 cautions, which is appreciative.
Yeah, absolutely. So before the race began, Jacob Schneider let me know that the cars are hard to drive. So look out for that.
Did Below give you this setup?
No, this is an iRacing setup.
Okay. He's gonna yell at me for that one, but that's fine. He deserves it.
And so, yeah, before I started the broadcast with all of our new things coming, we got street stock road course racing coming Thursdays with Daniel Blanco from Gridfinder being the series director for that. We got Saturday nights at 9 p.m. we have NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series coming in the Saturday Night Legends series with Joey Kuba, the series director there. And we still have GT3 racing on Fridays with Rodney Roberts, Rum Runner. He's still hosting that. And then we have the Tuesday night IndyCar racing, also hosted by Rodney Roberts.
Yeah, and if you see a purple and black Mustang, or not Mustang, Mercedes getting junked at Sebring this Friday, hi, I'm driving it.
Yep, and we are live on PRA Network 2 on YouTube. We are also live on PRA_network on Twitch. And currently at the same time, simultaneously, we are live on PRA Network 1 with PSN Wreckfest tonight. So if you want to go watch PSN Wreckfest, that's over on our sister channel, PRA Network. We have a lot of racing going on in Prodigy Racing Association. While we got you here, Wednesday nights, you do NR 2003, correct?
We do, and I have no idea where we're racing next. If I could just take a quick amount of time to speak out my butt and find the schedule in the Discord here, because I'm not good at this. Damn it, it was right there.
Looks like North Carolina.
We just raced that one, so what's the one after that?
Homestead.
Oh, yay, a track I'm very good at, finally. I was able to catch the win last night at North Carolina because all the tires were junk after 15 laps, which everybody was just sliding everywhere. If you want to do iRacing Light, feel free to come join the Discord and we'll get you an NR 2003 where all the tracks are free and the game is free. You just have to take a little bit of time to install the game.
Yeah. We have walkthroughs in the Discord about that.
Yeah, I'm just going to say, it's not iRacing, but it's fun. Sometimes.
I enjoy it. I
do enjoy it a lot, actually.
For a long time, I preferred NR 2003 over iRacing because it was free. But whenever PRA started going towards iRacing, I was like, well, time to go full in.
Yeah.
Looks like we have 9 cars in the field right now. There's 11 on the board. That's I'm subtracting 2 for me and you. It's kind of stupid that you have to actually register for the race even if you're just spectating.
It is, just because I'm here. I mean, the reason you and I have to do it, I understand you're just doing the broadcasting and stuff, but you can't get just watching. I don't know if your tickers and stuff for Race Labs will work just watching.
Nope, they don't.
If it, yeah. So that's kind of the bad thing. for me, I can't be admin with iRace Control unless I'm registered in.
Yep. I can't even type in the chat if I'm just a spectator.
Right.
Even though I'm the admin. Even though I'm the one that created the session.
Yeah, I'm going to pull Racer Chick up here for a sec.
No problem.
I don't know where we are.
We are in the iRacing broadcast booth.
There it is.
Hello, Racer Chick.
We're gonna hear Castaways. Yay.
You didn't hear it on my side because it's muted.
Fair enough. I pulled her up here because it's easier just to pull her up here.
No problem.
She probably won't talk, but that's fine.
We got less than 3 minutes left to practice. Jacob Schneider, no surprise, is on top of the board. Joel Crozier is second right now, though. We haven't talked about him very much this season. His first season in PRA as well. Last week we had Dylan Davis running second in the practice sessions. And I want to give a huge shout out to Chucky Walden. He is third in the points in the street stocks. That is the highest he's ever been at this point in the season on any championship in PRA.
That's what happens when you show up. You know, a lot of people, and I'm not saying that these people don't show up, because a lot of them do. But, he shows up, and a lot of the times he's just the benefactor of everybody else, people who wreck.
Yeah, and we saw a couple weeks ago, him and Riley Frost had an amazing battle for second place at the finish. And he's had a second place and a third place finish so far this season. So he's rightfully been on the podium. He's in the money. The top 3 finishers in the points this season will earn money. So, in both series. And if Jacob Schneider wins both series, he'll get $100 total, because there's $50 for each championship. So, yeah, third place is not going to be as much money, but there's still money to be won.
Yeah.
You win $15 for getting third.
Hey, he's happy. It's you know what? That's a track. That's a car. That's a month of subscription that you don't have to worry about.
Absolutely. And if
I
he's
would
getting
take that any day of the week.
If he gets third in both series, that's $30.
Yeah.
It adds up. So, and right now, Jacob Schneider's in the hunt for the championship in both of them, and Riley Frost has got the silver on both of them. So, and practice is about to end. Jacob Schneider on point. There's a big wreck coming out of turn 2 right now. So, I don't know how, I don't know why, but my Razer keyboard is now communicating with iRacing. When the checkered flag waves, all my keys blink back and forth in a checkered formation. That's absolutely amazing. I didn't set it up to do that. It just started doing that. I don't know if it was an update.
Sometimes, well, it may have been the Razer software finally catching up with whatever it's supposed to be doing.
Yeah, takes it a minute sometimes.
I do like Razer. Like, I'm using a Razer headset right now, but like their software is
garbage.
It leaves a little to be desired.
Yeah, I just call it garbage. I'm not even afraid to say that live, because every time I restart my computer, I have to exit the Razer software and then restart it every single time for it to even work.
Yeah.
I worked like an hour and a half one night trying to create a Windows task that would automatically close the program and then reopen it, but I couldn't successfully get it done. So far, first lap completed for Jacob Schneider. 2 laps completed. He has a 15.894. Riley Frost has a 15.948. Their numbers are swapped.
Yeah.
Joel Crozier in third with a 15.973. It looks like everybody but Brandon Farley has made all their laps. Chucky Walton has not went out, and Damon Henry has not went out yet.
Alrighty, well, I guess that's my cue.
Alrighty, everybody. As most of you have already finished qualifying, welcome to South Boston Speedway. I understand that the cars are going to be a little bit hard to drive here, but there is multiple lanes available to you. The track is very wide, so I don't think I'm going to see a whole lot of people gouging each other for space like you had to do at Concord. So I would appreciate it tonight just to have a nice, easy race. Race hard, race to win. You guys have been good these last 3 weeks or so at not making me do my job. And seeing as how today I just spent most of it packing all my stuff up out of an old apartment and driving it to another state, I really don't want to have to do my job tonight. So I would appreciate it if y'all could just race hard but race clean. And I'll see y'all at the finish. Good luck.
Good speech.
Thank you.
Chucky Walden comes in 7th, and it looks like Damon Henry is the only one that has not qualified. He's still here. The new UI for iRacing is so much better.
Yeah, it's pretty clean.
Yeah, it was a couple of weeks ago when it first came out. I had the iRacing UI up on the broadcast and didn't even realize it. I was like, well, that's a good thing. It's a good thing that the UI is so unintrusive now that I don't even realize it's up.
Yeah, they slimmed it down and just made it a different color, so it's not like that white flash on your screen.
Right? Blinding you whenever you're in a dark room.
Yep.
And I don't know if Damon Henry's going to make a lap. I don't know. He has not went out there yet.
Yeah,
Qualifying's ending, and he's not going out. And I didn't see him disconnect. So, well, with that being said, the qualifying order: Jacob Schneider is the pole sitter once again. Riley Frost in 2nd, Joel Crozier 3rd, Dylan Davis 4th, Roger Saucier 5th, Brandon Farley 6th, Chucky Walden 7th, and Trenton Bestgrove in 8th. And 9th place will be Damon Henry. And Austin LeBlanc had an LPP, and so did David Phillips. That is going to be your running order for tonight's event here in South Boston Speedway for the street stocks. All right, I had to get my LPPs up while I was thinking about it. Getting ready for some green flag racing here at South Boston Speedway. The lights are on the track. We're going to be here at nighttime. It's going to be a nice, cool evening. Air temperature 78 degrees Fahrenheit. Mostly cloudy, so there's not going to be a whole lot of heat in the track, so it's going to keep the track from being super slick. So, with that being said, is Jacob Schneider and Riley Frost the favorites again?
Probably, unless something. You know what? My favorite tonight is gonna be Maytag. It'll be Chucky. I got faith in him.
That would be awesome
Nobody
if
else,
he could get a win.
Nobody else does, but I have faith in him.
That would be awesome if he could get a win. And I see Afon in the officials chat. Thank you, Afon. Aaron Fontaine, he's our media guy. He's been doing a fantastic job creating our videos and stuff. So if you've seen the intro videos for our series, that's courtesy of Aaron Fontaine. Anybody want to hire a media guy? He's your guy. The pace car is moving. Here we go. We're getting ready for racing here at South Boston. Exciting. I'm hoping for some green flag racing. I'm hoping for some clean racing. But I'm also hoping for some rivalries to kind of unfold again. Not too chaotic, because too much chaos causes everybody to get mad. The sound of those street stocks is amazing. I think they've changed the sounds of them. It sounded a little different.
I can still hear the frame creaking every time they move, but that's... I really wish they'd get rid of that.
Like they're old and crickety?
Yeah. Can we not do that? Like, can we not have that sound?
And here we go, green flag racing at South Boston Speedway. Off into turn number 1. Jacob Schneider gets the lead. Riley Frost is right up to his back bumper. We have 1, 2. Riley's on the inside of Jacob Schneider now. Schneider went up to the outside, but he still led lap number 1. Side by side coming out of turn number 2. Riley Frost has the lead a little bit. Jacob Schneider gets a little bit ahead on the straight. Riley Frost is a little ahead on the corners. Jacob Schneider leads that lap as well. This is going to be a battle for the ages right now. These two are not giving up. These are the two cleanest drivers. Oh, Schneider is sideways. That's going to allow Frost to get ahead. Frost leads his first lap. Now they're single file all the way back to Chucky Walden. Oh, those are some awesome first laps of this race. Not expecting Jacob Schneider to get past. And there's a caution.
I saw it spin. Poor Vega. Just a self-spin.
All right, we're going to watch it. Yet off turn number 4, he doesn't get anybody else involved, so no need for an EOL. Yep. Let's ride on board with him. You can see him all the way to the right counter steering, and it just doesn't help.
So a really common characteristics with these straight stocks for no one that's driven them before is if you get on the gas too hard too soon, you're going. Yeah. You really don't have much of a choice.
He barely bumped that inside wall, so it didn't do, I don't think it did any damage. But he probably flat spotted those tires, that's for sure. I'm going to watch it one more time. Actually, I lied. I'm going to watch it from Chucky Walden's perspective because, let's go Dylan Davis. Let's pause it. Go to Chucky Walden. Okay. I hate that it does that. Dylan Davis. Pause
It doesn't just go in order, does it?
No. And let's see. Shift. No. There we go. There we go. Now we'll find it. I have to use a little bit of. You can see it from Chucky's perspective. Yep, Dylan just went around. Let's go back to live broadcast. We should probably be going one thing. Green flag this time by. Yep, 1 lap to green. Sorry for stuttering so much.
Can we can't do choose cones, can we? They don't have that in here, do they?
No, they don't.
Okay. I would like choose cones. Come on, iRacing.
That would be nice. Getting ready for green flag racing, restart number 1 after the caution. Here we go, Riley Frost in the lead, Jacob Schneider on the outside. They're 2 by 2. We got Riley Frost, Jacob Schneider 1-2, Joel Crozier and Roger Saucier 1-2 in the 3rd and 4th position. And then on back, you got Damon Henry and Chucky Walden side by side for 5th and 6th. Got Brandon Farley and Dylan Davis side by side for 7th and 8th. And Trenton Bestgrove's trying to find the inside line. On the outside of Brandon Farley, and they make contact.
Oh, they're good.
And it looks like, as I was watching the battle, there's still a battle going for the lead. Jacob Schneider leads that lap. The 2 in front, I want you to notice, they are side by side, but yet pulling away from 3rd at the same time.
Yeah, that's normally not a thing.
Oh, and there's a yeah, that's our first.
Yep, that's my fault. I did not do anything like that.
He admitted
it, then.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for Roger. We're gonna watch that.
My bad, 13.
So let's watch this from Roger's perspective.
Yeah, that's on me.
Yep, he got into the 13. There was nothing that Damon Henry could have done there to avoid that. But we are
Let
going
me know when you're out of the pits or if you're going into the pits or not, Roger. I do have to give you an EOL. You did claim it.
And we will watch it from Damon Henry's perspective. Slow motion.
Hey, Chucky, how's my front end looking?
You're missing the whole nose cover on my screen.
Alrighty. Thank
We're
you.
watching it from Damon Henry's perspective. I mean, there's nothing he could have done.
If you can hear me, is it missing on your screen too?
I'm in the blip view, so I can't see anything, unfortunately.
I'm out of the pits now. Good to get to me.
So let's watch that one more time. Yeah, the whole front end's gone off of Damon Henry's car.
It is, Mr. Chucky. I can see through my hood.
So let's go back to live.
All right, that's what I figured. I just want to make sure it wasn't just on my side and tell you wrong.
That is unfortunate for Damon Henry. He was doing well.
There was.
Gonna have a damaged car now. Trenton Bestgrove is now a lap down.
Yeah, I think somebody pitted. Yep, okay.
Well, that is unfortunate for Roger Saucier. That's his first EOL.
Nothing crazy, and honestly, that's not even if he gets another one. I know we have a points penalty for that, but like, He claimed it. It was an accident. I'm not even too worried about it.
Yeah, the claiming it helped. Definitely helped. We are one to green hit this time by, so we're going to see green flag racing in just a moment. Green flag.
Remind me to look at that start after the race, homie.
Restart number 2.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think our leader got a little throttle happy in the restart zone.
But the green is on the leader.
Oh yeah, you're right. All right, I'm an idiot. Never mind. Ignore me.
Yeah, you said that last week too. I said nope, green is on the leader.
I did. Yep,
it's okay.
Oh,
it's all good. We have differing rules. Oh, there's a crash. So let's see what happened. Oh,
I don't think they hit each other, did they?
I don't know. We're gonna watch that back.
Nope. Nope. Synchronized spinning.
Let's watch this from far chase. The 327 spinning, and then the 14 is also spinning. They didn't even make contact.
I do appreciate the synchronized spin show. Thank you. No penalty given. None of them touched each other.
Yeah, let's watch that one more time from the cockpit view of Trenton Besgrove. I think what happened is that Trenton was on the inside of Brandon, and it took the air off of the spoiler on Farley, and it also took the air off the nose of Trenton, and both of them didn't react fast enough. I think that's what happened there.
Yeah, somebody got loose and someone got throttle happy. It was not a fun time for either one of them, unfortunately.
That's caution number 3 of this race. That's the most cautions we've had all season. And Jacob Schneider did say before the race that the cars are not driving well for this one. This is an iRacing setup. Everybody's on a fixed setup for this race. So, I mean, there's not a whole lot that can be done about that. Fix your setups, iRacing. We will be going green flag racing next time by. I really hate that my TV program keeps wanting to show the back bumper of the pace car and it doesn't show anything. And Chucky Walden is going to be lining up on the outside line. Did he jump the green?
Not that I saw.
Green is on the leader. I think Snyder made it to the point, so it's all good. Chucky Walden in third. We got Roger Saucier now looking to the inside. These two are both pretty aggressive drivers usually. It's never a good thing when you get two aggressive drivers side by side.
Oh,
there it is! Oh, yeah! He slid off the track.
I can't even give him a caution for that. It's a self-spin. Nobody touched him.
Man, that's unfortunate for Chucky Walden. Now, Riley Frost is up on the back bumper of Roger Saucier. Is Roger going to make his car as wide as he did last week whenever he had Jacob Schneider behind him? We're riding on board with Riley Frost here on the broadcast. You can tell from Riley that he is loose coming off. So this is the race right now. We got 8 laps to go. Jacob Schneider, Roger Saucier, they had a little bit of a bout last week. Is this going to be the first race that Jacob Schneider doesn't win this season?
Riley's there. He just needs to get better exit speed.
There is also a little bit of a battle back there for 4th and 5th, but this is the battle for 3rd place, and Frost is on the inside of Roger. Roger's got loose a little bit. Now Roger's still loose. Riley got around him. Here we go. Going to be 5 laps to go this time by. Is Riley going to have enough? We have not had a green flag stint in the last part of the race for Riley Frost to show what he's got all season long.
Riley's running faster laps.
All season long. Riley Frost has had, he's been hanging back, and we get a late caution and it messes him up. Is it going to finally run in his favor? 4 laps to go.
Still running faster laps. I don't think it's going to be enough, though.
Jacob Schneider's got to give it all he's got right now. The running order, Jacob Schneider.
I mean,
Riley Frost is catching it.
He's a legit 10th faster right now, and he's trying.
But he's got 6/10 to catch up. He's got to hope that Jacob Schneider makes a mistake. 2 laps to go. Anything can happen. We're watching this. We're keeping our eyes peeled to this battle right now on the track. Jacob Schneider is the leader. Riley Frost in second. White flag, 1 lap to go here at South Boston Speedway. Who's going to be the winner of this race? Is it going to be Jacob Schneider, or is it going to be Riley Frost? They're going into turn number 3. Coming out of turn number 4, the checker flag is waving for Jacob Schneider to win 4 in a row in the Asphalt Assault Series. Riley Frost comes home in second. Roger Saucier third. Joel Crozier in fourth. Dylan Davis fifth. Chucky Walden sixth. Trenton Bestgrove seventh. And Brandon Farley eighth. Damon Henry in ninth. Wow. They gave us a show.
Top 3 to Discord, please. Top 3 to Discord.
They gave us a show, that's for sure.
Have a good night.
We will get 3rd place in here first, and that will be Roger Saucier. So I'm going to back this up.
Any reason there wasn't a caution thrown when I didn't get spun, but I spun?
Because even though you spun off the track surface. Even iRacing won't make a yellow flag for that. It really depends.
Roger Saucier, you come home in 3rd tonight.
I could have used it because that kind of fucked me.
How's it feel? His mic's muted. Roger, your mic's muted.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
What's up, buddy? You got 3rd place. That was a hard battle with Riley Frost. Give us your thoughts on those last few laps of that race.
I just used up my stuff trying to keep up with those guys. They just got something that I don't. I'm kind of just been in a different zip code than me these last races. So just need to find a little more speed. I think they're up there with them.
Yeah, we could. I'm watching it back on the broadcast when Riley passed you. I mean, you were doing everything you could to stay in front of him. Your car was sideways, slideways, I should say. Yeah, still 3rd place finish. That's ties your best finish of the season so far, I think.
Yeah, he's got 3rd at USA and the same 2 cars. So just can't seem to quite get him, but we'll see when we go to wherever it is we're going next.
It is Nashville Fairgrounds, and it's in a couple weeks because I'm going to be off for the next couple of weeks. So you'll have a couple weeks to practice. Maybe you'll find some speed there.
Yeah, hopefully. I like bank tracks, so it should fit to my driving style.
Absolutely. Well, you want to make any shout-outs while we're on the air?
Big thanks to you guys who put the broadcast on, putting the series up, giving us a place to race. Always a pleasure to come out on the Monday nights.
Absolutely, man. We appreciate you joining, and better luck next time. Maybe you'll get a couple of higher positions at Nashville Fairgrounds.
Yeah, hopefully. I'm getting tired of following the 10 and the 81 to the flag.
I understand. Thanks for coming, man.
Yeah, thank you guys for having me.
Have a good one.
You as well.
And we will get second place in here. Riley Frost, welcome again. Second place. Seems pretty familiar for you lately. Give us your thoughts on those last few lap battles, because you had to pass Roger Saucier to try to catch Jacob Schneider, and you had faster laps than Jacob did.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping for a late race caution to get up beside him there, and hopefully I could beat him on tires, because I think that's the only way I'm going to beat that guy. But yeah, I think Roger just slipped up once or twice, and then the third time I capitalized on it and got by him and started chasing down Jacob.
Yeah, it was fun to watch you getting around Roger last week. Jacob Schneider had the hardest time getting around him because he was blocking him a lot, but he didn't get a chance to block you very much.
No, I knew it was time to go, so I jumped on that chance when he got half a lane up.
Yeah, second place again. I mean, that's kind of been your familiar position all season. You're kind of secure in that silver, right?
Yeah, I don't think we're going to catch Jacob unless he doesn't show up or something like that happens, but...
Yeah, and it's going to be a couple-week break, and then we'll be at Nashville Fairgrounds. What's your thoughts on that in the street stocks?
I haven't thought about it yet, really. Hopefully we get second.
I like the optimism. So you want to make any shout-outs before we move on, buddy?
Yeah, we got a new sponsor on board tonight, Rockets Graphics and Media. So hopefully we'll be looking pretty slick out there next weekend, or whenever Nashville is.
Sounds good, buddy.
And yeah, you guys putting these on. That's it.
Really appreciate you joining us too. I mean, you guys getting out here and racing gives us a show to watch. So if it wasn't for y'all, we wouldn't have a show either. So always appreciative, and good luck tonight in the late model stocks.
Yeah, we'll need it.
All right, man. See you in a little bit.
Take her easy.
And last but not least, let's move over to our winner. Jacob Schneider, the winner again, 4 in a row in the Asphalt Assault Series. What's going through your mind right now?
I had to work for that one again. I always say, I have to work harder in street stocks than light models every week, it seems like. But yeah, I've been kind of waiting on these guys to start getting their elbows out. I know they don't like losing to the same guy every week. I wouldn't either. And I wasn't expecting it so early in the race from Riley. I was expecting some of that towards the end of the race maybe, but I'm glad he ran out of laps to get to me there at the end.
Yeah, it's the one time that the caution didn't go in his favor.
Yeah. If a yellow came out, I was in trouble for sure. I've gotten luck. Like, I know I've won. I'm 7 for 7, but I've had luck on my side here.
Yeah, I mean, it took him a couple of laps to get around Roger. We were watching that on the broadcast because, last week you and Roger had a show. It was kind of anticipated that there would be some challenges there between the two of them, but Roger slipped up, so he got around Roger really quick. But it held him up long enough that he couldn't catch you. He was a couple tenths. He was catching you by like 2 tenths every lap. So I knew you were just hoping to hold on and no cautions.
Yeah, all them laps I spent on the outside of him, I killed my right rear. Like I could not get in the gas. So
yeah, that was some exciting racing.
It was a bit too close for comfort there at the end.
I wish it was a little bit, from a broadcaster's perspective, I wish it was a little bit closer.
I I was good with where it was.
Yeah, for sure.
We put on some really close side-by-side racing that first half of that race, though, before he pitted.
Absolutely. Yeah, he pitted and he had fresher tires. That was the strategy to win if there was just a few more laps and if there was a late caution. When Chucky Walden spun out, he got off the surface of the track, so there was no caution thrown for it. So, that was unfortunate for Chucky because he was in second when he started losing positions there. But, yeah, him spinning off the surface kept the caution from flying, which saved you.
Yeah. Again, I've gotten lucky a few times, but also just I kind of prevailed there with the hard racing with Riley, and that's kind of what forced his strategy there. So,
Absolutely.
it all works itself out.
Yep. So, do you got anybody you want to shout out to? Your YouTube channel and all that?
Yeah, check us out on YouTube, Jacob Schneider Racing. We got our last race of the season coming up next weekend, and just look out for that on there. And shout out to my wife for letting me mess around iRacing instead of cleaning the house.
Yeah, we like that, don't we? All right, man. Well, what are your thoughts in late model stocks? Confident?
More confident than street stock.
So we should see you about a half a lap ahead of everybody?
Nah, probably not that far, but I'm feeling good about it. I hope somebody surprises me though. I'll be pleasantly surprised if I get a race. Like I mean that I like competition. We all do iRacing for competition, right? So
Absolutely. Yeah, I do the broadcast for it too.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, because if you get way out there, I'm just going to watch second place the whole time.
All right, yeah, don't even show me.
All right, man. Well, we appreciate it, and good luck in the late model stocks.
All right, we'll see you.
See ya. And so there you have it. Those are the top three finishers. Jacob Schneider, Riley Frost, Roger Saucier. They raced a very clean race tonight in the street stocks. Shannon Milliken, any final thoughts on the street stocks race? If you're there.
I am here. I just
okay.
hit the mute button on my headset.
Gotcha.
It was a good race. It was clean. Couple wrecks here and there, but multi-groove track, you're gonna have that. Someone comes up and someone else is coming down. Nothing I'm too concerned about. So it all went well. Another week of good racing.
Absolutely. We did have a couple of unfortunate events, like I said there with the interview of Jacob Schneider with Chucky Walden spinning off the track, not getting a caution. That was unfortunate for him, and yeah, he was rightfully frustrated. I would be frustrated too, but it is what it is. It happens, and for one person's benefit is the other person's failure. If we would have thrown a caution, then Jacob Schneider would have been upset.
Yeah.
But it would have made for a really crazy race there at the end, that's for sure, between Riley and Jacob, that's for sure. And so, yeah.
Good.
We appreciate everybody watching the street stocks. We got about 10 minutes for the late model stocks to come out on the track for qualifying, practice. I don't know why I said qualifying. And so we will see them in about 10 minutes. Meanwhile, I'm going to take a bathroom break, and I'll be right back. 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to PRA Network 2 on YouTube and PRA_Network on Twitch. We are still here at South Boston Speedway, and we are getting prepared for the late model stocks race here at South Boston Speedway. Appreciate y'all for tuning in and sticking with us through the break. Had about a 10-minute break, but we got cars on the track now. And we got a couple of new faces. One new face so far that's actually in the lobby. It's Sienna Bloomquist. So we welcome her to PRA. She signed up a couple seasons ago, but just hasn't been able to join us. So welcome aboard. And with that being said, we're going to go over the point standings here in the late model stocks. I apologize that this looks terrible, but I have not had time to do any type of well, for some reason my Discord not showing on the screen. It's just blank. So I will move the Discord over to the other screen. How about that? There we go. That's not very professional, and I'm sorry, but it's blanking out for some reason.
Well, you never claimed to be a professional.
Nope, never claimed it. So, point standings here in the late model stocks are a whole lot more spread out than what the street stocks are. We got Jacob Schneider with 102 points, Riley Frost with 86 points, Jake Handlevick with 81 points, Austin LeBlanc with 77, Lance Sater with 77, Dylan Davis 75, Landon Lacey 74, Chucky Walden 73, and the rest are provisionals. They have not made a race, they've just had provisional starts. And so that is your championship standings. Basically 6 cars, maybe 7 are in the hunt for actual money. And that is the championship standings for this race. Jacob Schneider is running away with it here. He has had all the bonus points. Got 3 poles, 3 wins, 125 lead laps, 0 incident points. It's almost been a flawless season so far for him in the late model stocks. It was a flawless season in street stocks until last week with his incident with Roger. And now we'll get our graphics back up on the screen, and we see Jacob Schneider right now is 81 thousandths of a second faster than Dylan Davis, who is second. And for everybody's knowledge, this is an open setup series with a setup provided by Drives Like S Speed Shop, and we got one of their spokesmen here in the channel with us. So, Flashbang, Shannon Milliken, give us your spiel.
Alrighty, so if you don't know what Drives Like Shit Speed Shop is, and he can't say that, but I can. It's one of those deals where you ever have a car that just, you want some speed out of it, but you don't care at all about the handling? Don't worry, we can give you that. You may plow into a wall, you may go to the apron immediately, but you know what? You're going to be fast when you do it. So feel free to reach out to me. I am Def Not Flashbang in Discord. Kubinator in Discord, or Joey Kuba, or Below Average Gaming, otherwise known as Cody Johnson. We'll give you a setup. You'll be fast. I just can't guarantee you'll finish the race.
I love it, dude. I love it. Jacob Schneider just got his fastest lap of the practice session. 14.690. Dylan Davis second with a 14.780. Sorry. Lance Sater in third with a 14.809. Jake Raven in fourth with a 14.814. Riley Frost in fifth with a 14.994. And Sienna Bloomquist with a 15.135. Those are the 6 cars that are in the field right now. And it looks like Riley Frost actually has a paint scheme. Look at that. Take that back to Riley Frost there, please. Thank you very much, cameraman. Just so you guys know, I use a program called iRacing TV Controller, and it automatically does some broadcasting stuff while I talk, so I don't have to switch between cameras. It automatically does it. And so sometimes it gives me the most awkward camera angles. And so if you hear me yelling at the cameraman to get it back on the right thing, that's because I'm like, okay, turn that off. Let me control the camera.
My favorite's when it randomly gives you iRacing corner flagman crotch cam. It tends to do that every now and then too.
Give me just a second. You can continue talking because I got to do something real quick. So be right back.
Alrighty, no problem. Alright, I am filling the dead air now, so if you don't know who I am, my name is definitely not Flashbang, or Shannon Milliken, whichever one you prefer to call me. I am the race control here at the Short Track League. There's a name, and I'm screwing it up. My job is to make sure this group of drivers, in quotes, falls in line and does what they're supposed to do. That's about the best way I can describe it. You're going to hear me pretty much just yell at these guys and tell them I don't want to do my job because I don't want to do my job. The less I have to do, the better racing you guys get to see. I don't know that many people that watch this actually want to see cautions every 4 laps, because we did that the first 2 seasons and that was disaster. But no, these guys usually put on a good show. I hope you're happy. Thanks for joining us here at PRA. We're not professionals here, folks. This is a hobby, but you know, we're having a blast doing it. I'm getting distracted. I have no idea where I'm at. Alright, the sky is falling. My broadcast partner has disappeared and left me in charge. This is not good. Filling the dead air.
Do you want me to talk with you?
I would really appreciate that, Racer Chick 82.
Why do you have to say the whole name?
I don't know, I just do. I really appreciate you coming in here, keeping me on task. Oh. Alright, you gotta pick who's winning it.
Who's even in it?
Jacob
I'm not
Schneider,
in there.
Dylan David, Jake Rabin, Lance Sater, Riley Frost, or Sienna Bloomquist.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
Oh, you're
Who's
good.
back? Flash was failing. I had to help him.
Well, at least I have a familiar broadcaster in here in the booth with us.
Not me.
Yeah, you've broadcasted many times on PRA Network.
Yeah, you did the.
Not on this
PS
one.
stuff.
Yeah, but not on this one.
And this is our sister network. I mean, anybody that's watched PRA's PSN Wreckfest should know your voice.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I've done a lot.
Yep.
We're a little less professional over there than over here, but yeah.
I'm not professional. My goodness.
Listen, we don't even talk about what's really happening in the race. We just talk about stupid stuff the entire time.
Oh yeah, I know. I've watched the broadcast before. Hey, Jake Raven is in second now.
You knew who I was before I even was a part of PRA, so.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
We have 6 cars in the field now still. Yep, Jake Raven is barely overtaken Dylan Davis on the time. He needs a good race. Jake Raven needs a good race. He's had a couple of weeks of struggling. Last week was really a struggle, and then I think a couple of weeks ago he just logged out. I don't even think he finished the race. Actually going to go double check that.
I just want to say something really quick, that I painted a car for Maytag and he hasn't even raced. He raced in it one
He
time
has
and now he's
yet
not
to
showing
show
up
up with
anymore.
it.
Yeah. See if I paint you another one, Maytag.
Let me go back in the race results here. So week 1, Jake got 5th. Week 2, Jake was 4th. And then last week, Jake was 4th. Okay, so yeah, he's made every race. I'm sorry. It might have been a street stock race I'm thinking about.
Well, last week I also kind of threw a loop at you, and I started the late model stock race and then just stopped racing after a while.
Yeah, 3 laps. You made 3 laps.
Yep.
I know. I made a comment about it. And in the chat on YouTube, we got Rena Bloom that's watching. Good luck to everyone. Let's go, Jake. And Jake in the chat said, rather be loose off than tight.
Yeah. Yeah. At least then you know your car's handling.
And so right now, oh my goodness, Lance Sater is now 2nd on the board.
Oh,
He's
no.
wanting to take back that new nickname he's got. Loop-de-loop, loop-de-loop Sater. It's loop-de-loop
Every
Sater.
time. Every time someone says loop-de-loop, I just want to do the SpongeBob tie your shoe song.
We're going to ride on board here for the last 30 seconds of practice with loop-de-loop. So there was a wager made in the Discord between Below Average Gaming Cody Johnson and Lance Sater. Lance said if he could win a race, he would like to lose his nickname, but we could change his profile picture to anything. I was busy at work when they were making this wager. I don't know what that result was. Maybe if Below's watching the broadcast, if he could DM me and tell me what the final result of that wager was. We got the checkered flag here at practice.
Boy, man, you could change my profile picture to anything. Do you know who we are? We're children.
You got to be careful though, because you get too inappropriate with it, and he'll get banned by Squeller.
Possibly. And then whoever did it is going to have to get banned with them.
We are now qualifying, and like you said earlier, you're going to have to actually make a real speech because we do have a new person in the field, Sienna Bloomquist.
Yeah, I will wait till they're done qualifying, and then they'll get to hear my lovely voice bitch at them.
Yeah, I want to hear your lovely voice complain at them too. And it looks
Careful,
like Dylan
Rachel,
Davis is giving an LPP for tonight.
Hey, you need to calm down with the flirting, okay? Okay, relax.
I will flirt all I want.
Not with me in here, you won't.
So now let's see. Jacob Schneider's on the pole so far. Lance has finished his 2nd lap. Schneider is not going to finish his 2nd lap. Okay. His 1st lap might be good enough.
Oh, he did one. He did a singular lap and then said, nah, I'm good.
He sure did. It looks like Riley Frost is coming out.
A minute 38. All right. I'll wait till Riley gets at least 1 lap in.
Hey, don't mess up.
So far 3 have qualified.
Can't hear me anymore?
Alrighty, everybody. If you don't know who I am, my name is definitely not Flashbang or Shannon Milliken. I am one of the board of directors here in PRA, also the race admin for tonight. Couple rules, as we do have a few new faces here tonight. I expect everybody to race clean, but race hard. Just because you're faster than somebody, that does not give you the right to a corner. If you're slow, run a predictable line. If you're about to get lapped, run a predictable line. Fast cars, it's your job to get around the slow one safely. If you're chopping people's noses left and right, I will not hesitate to penalize you. I can understand blocking for a position, but what I won't have is you just causing a problem. There is zero toxicity here in PRA. I don't care if you chirp at each other a little bit on the radios, that's fine. But if it turns into a full-blown, just name-calling and questioning people's abilities, I'll shut you up myself. Anything that happens during this race, if you do not agree with it, feel free to DM me. If you have a problem with how I officiate this race, feel free to DM me. Justin May will not be able to fix that for you. I am the race admin. It may be his series, but he's entrusting me to keep you people in line. That being said, I'd like everybody to have a good race. Let's have some fun. And when Lance inevitably spins again, make sure you clip it.
Hey, that's not fair.
All right, so it looks like we have 5 cars qualifying tonight. Jacob Schneider on the pole, Jake Raven in second, Lance Sater third, Riley Frost in fourth, Sienna Bloomquist is fifth. Dylan Davis is taking an LPP, so there will be 5 cars in the field. 5 cars in the field. And I'll take this time to get everybody acclimated with what we are going to do next year in 2026. Because the interest in both the late model stocks and the super late models are hit and miss, and we only get 5 to 6 cars every race, we are combining the 2 series together into a super crown jewel late model series. And it will be both the late model stocks and the super late models together. And we are working on the schedule for that for 2026. It should be the first quarter of 2026. We will get that underway. There will be 6 races, and there will be endurance races. They will be half the distance of real-world races. So look forward to that, and that should get us some interest back in the late model stocks and the super late models together. And so there will still be money on the line if we can get donors for the series. So look forward to that. If you want to join, it's discord.gg/PRA. It's going to be on Monday nights. We're going to keep the street stocks as a rookie series, basically, for everybody to join that may not have the other cars. And then that'll be your warm-up for every Monday night. And then our main series will be the late model Crown Jewel series. And we have some more announcements later for Monday nights, but I'm still holding that off until a later date. But yeah, 5 cars in the field. I feel like if anybody's watching the broadcast and they want to know what the plan is going forward, we're going to have another super late model series at the end of this winter. And then after that, we will combine the late model stocks with the super late models into one series. I have been debating back and forth between having separate champions. One champion for super late model, one champion for the late model stocks, and then an overall champion. Both Below Average and Flashbang benefited from a series like that in our PC Wreckfest series, right, Flash?
Oh, was that the no holds barred cage match that was Bristol?
That was the Ignition series that Ryan Birdman was hosting a long time ago when y'all first joined.
Right. That's right. Yes, we did. We dominated that.
You and Cody won all 3 championships. No. You and him won one of the singular championships, and then it was Kylo Bren that won the overall.
Yes.
Man, that was what, 2 years ago?
About 2 years ago, and now you guys said that we could run the place. That's concerning.
Yeah, 2 years ago, and then you came in and took over. How about that?
Yep. I don't. They just handed us the keys, folks. We didn't ask for this.
Nope, I asked for them to have it. That's what I was like. We need new board of directors members, and I know 2 guys that can that are very good. That's how that worked. So, 5 cars in the field. Yep, that's a low car count for us. Hopefully with the Nashville Fairgrounds being a paid track, we don't see a huge drop off there. But yeah, hopefully we'll get some renewed interest in the late models, with both of them being combined and 3 championships to be had in one series. That's going to be interesting.
Are you going to set that up like you did the Bristol race?
No, it's not going to be a multi-class race.
Okay, because I'm like, damn, this is going to be fun or really bad.
No, it's not going to be multi-class. It's going to be 1 week will be late models, stocks, and then the next week will be super late models. So it'll be singular car each time. Kind of like how the PC Wreckfest Ignition Series went. Green Flag Racing here in the late model stocks. Jacob Schneider is on point. Go ahead.
You know, it's funny you mentioned the Ignition Series where we won things. I now can't win anything at Wreckfest.
Well, we since then have gotten a huge skill gap.
Yeah. There's some people that came in that are way too fast, and I'm going to need them to slow down.
Yeah, and we haven't done PC Wreckfest in a while because I'm just not available on Saturdays right now. So
yeah.
And that's about the only time we can do it, and I hope that we don't lose a whole lot of members in the meantime. But Mondays for me are dedicated to iRacing for the foreseeable future. So, yeah, PC Wreckfest is kind of on hold right now until I can be available on Saturdays. And here we go talking about stuff that's not even happening on the track, as Racer Chick said earlier. We have a fun time here in PRA iRacing, PRA in general. If you want to join, it's discord.gg/PRA. We're all spread out right now, but I want to give one shout out. Lance Sater has went from the back to second place and is catching Jacob Schneider right now.
I was about to say the exact same thing. His last 4 laps have been about 100 or so faster.
And Jake Raven went from second to fourth right off the start. He got hung out on the outside, and everybody got around him.
He's also slowed down considerably than what he was running in practice.
He might be saving tires.
Sure. Yeah, he's good at that. He tends to save tires for a strong third place finish.
Strong third place. And he is currently in a NASCAR Xfinity Series on Monday nights. And so there might be a time where one of the races lasts too long and he can't make the race. So he has already warned us of that. But there's only 2 more races left of this season, so. And there's two weeks of a break, so that's going to give him some time.
Yeah, folks, we don't hoard our drivers. Feel free to race wherever you want to. We just want participation every now and then. That's all we ask for.
Yeah, I would like participation all season long. That would be great. But, real life is more important than a game. So,
yeah,
I understand, though.
And sometimes you just want to change. Running, for example, Jake Raven runs that Xfinity Series. Sometimes it's more fun to run the Xfinity Series in a late model stock, depending on the track. I get it. We're not picky.
Absolutely.
If you want to race, you can come race.
And we're going to ride on board with Lance Sater right now as he's reeling in ever so slightly Jacob Schneider. We don't know how much he's burning those tires doing so, though.
He's about even in lap times right now, so I don't know.
Yep, that time actually he was 1/1000th of a second slower.
Yeah.
And now he's 7/100th of a second slower.
Yeah, he may have burned.
But we don't know what Jacob Schneider's got under the hood either.
Yeah, he doesn't. Well, now it flips, so I don't know what's happening here.
It's going back and forth.
Inconsistent. That's what's happening here.
Lance is determined to
lose that nickname.
He's determined to lose that nickname, and he's also determined to make Jacob Schneider lose that streak. So far this season, Jacob Schneider is undefeated. We haven't had that happen other than...
Red line, we need you.
Okay, now Lance is losing time. Let's
Yeah,
look back at third place, Riley Frost. Give him some TV time. And Jake Raven's back in fourth, kind of on an island. Sienna Bloomquist, first time here in PRA. I apologize that there's not a whole lot of cars on the track to race against, but you know, we got to get participation. That's why I'm changing some things up next season. Let's go back to the battle for the lead. This is still the closest battle on the track. Jacob Schneider is pulling away ever so slightly. Right on board with Lance Sater.
You know, I know something came up for Dylan Davis, but if he was here, I really think this would be a 3-car battle for the win.
Yeah. Yeah, he's been consistently fast in the late models. I do know that Dylan has a baby on the way, so I don't know if that is what the case is tonight.
Well, then he's about to do some real iRacing.
Yeah, for real.
If that is the case.
Yeah, for real. I don't know if the baby's already been born, and that's why he had to take an LPP all of a sudden.
Can you make the initials PRA, please? I know his last name's Davis. That ain't gonna work, but still.
Be like something something A Davis.
Yeah, that'll work.
A apostrophe Davis. Yeah, it looks like Jacob is pulling back away from Lance at this point.
Yeah. He's over a tenth faster at this point.
Yep. So Lance has burned up the tires. There's going to be 20 laps to go this time by. And unfortunately, with only 5 cars on the track, there's not a whole lot to talk about. We will give some TV time to all 5 cars. That's for sure. We've given a lot of time to these 2 up front because they've been the closest battle so far. But back in third is Riley Frost. He's not used to third. He's been in second for most of the season. And then you got Jake Raven in fourth. I had hopes that he had a good run tonight, at least a second place. But he got shoved off the line right off the bat and has lost the pace from third, second, and first. He's 6 seconds back from Jacob Schneider. And then Sienna Bloomquist, this is her first time here in PRA. 9 seconds back from the leader. Jacob Schneider just putting on a show again for the 4th week in a row. Is he burning up tires? Can Lance make another surge with 15 laps to go? Can Jacob make a mistake? So what are your thoughts as we have a little downtime here? I mean,
Well,
not a whole lot
Lance
to talk
is pushing
about.
again. I can tell you right now, Lance is pushing again. But
Will he spin it out while doing so and cause a caution?
I don't know. He's loose coming off the corner right as you said that. Anyway, I mean, 5 cars is going to get spread out, especially when we have the kind of skill gap we're seeing right now. We'll get more people here. I'm not too worried about it, but all in all, I'm happy it's a clean race, and I'm happy we get to see something, at least something on track versus, if there were 2 cars showing up, I don't care. We'll do a drag race. We'll make it work.
Yeah, Lance is sideways all the way around the track right now. We're gonna watch from his perspective, see his steering wheel.
You know what would really throw a wrench into this? If I accidentally clicked the caution button.
Yeah.
But we don't do that here, I promise.
Yeah, NASCAR would. There would be debris somewhere.
Yeah. What? Dale Jr.'s a lap down? Free.
Yeah, lucky dog.
I say that as a Dale Jr. fan. The amount of cautions that man got is insane.
Oh yeah, and Jeff Gordon in the end of his career.
Yeah, you gotta love them too.
But I mean, I got to give honor where honor is due. Jacob Schneider, 4 weeks in a row. Oh, he almost gets into the wall. Maybe I should not speak so soon. He lost a 1/10 of a second. I mean, you could easily just lose focus, You're so far ahead, you don't really have to think about what you're doing and just slam the wall. 4 laps to go. Sienna Bloomquist is on the same straight as Jacob Schneider at this point. I think a 50-lap race is like the perfect length for these cars. Next season it'll be longer, but we're going to be doing late model stocks and super late models. So, yeah, multi-class would have been interesting, but I think that's too much chaos for a normal series. We did that for fun in the off season with street stocks, late model stocks, and super late models, and that was just absolute chaos. I wanted chaos, so it was fine. But we are coming to 1 lap to go. Jacob Schneider is just driving around on the apron all the way around the track.
You want to know something really funny? As this race draws to a close and Jacob wins this, that was the only PRA iRacing event I have ever won.
Yeah.
It was the no-hold cage match at Bristol.
That's interesting. And so there's our top 5 cars, which are there are only 5 on the track. Jacob Schneider, Lance Sater, Riley Frost, Jake Raven, and Sienna Bloomquist. We will get the top 3 in the Discord. Riley Frost is 3rd.
Good job, Lance, for not spinning. Top 3, please, are the Discord. Thank you all for showing up. We're working on getting more people in here. I understand the first race isn't as cool as you want it, but good job, everybody. I'm proud of you. Have a wonderful night, and if you know you were wrong, reach out to me. Unfortunately, Lance, you have to keep your nickname for the week. Good luck.
Riley Frost with a 3rd place in the late model stocks. Give us your thoughts on that 5-car race.
Well, I got pretty strung out. I'm just glad I kept on the lead lap, to be honest.
Yeah, only 5 cars on the track. It was unfortunate that Dylan had to go. Like I said on the broadcast earlier, he did warn me that a baby was on the way, so I don't know if that's why he had to go. I have no idea, but that would have made it more interesting, I think, if there was a him on the track with y'all. But yeah, it got pretty strung out pretty early. You got a 3rd place finish out of it, though, so you're still in the money for the last 2 races of the season for 2nd place in the points. Any last thoughts for tonight?
Big shout out to Rockets Graphics and Media for making us look a lot faster than we were tonight, and you for putting them on. Everybody watching.
We appreciate you, Riley, and we'll see you in a couple of weeks when we come to Nashville Fairgrounds.
Right on. See you then.
Yeah. Loop-de-loop Sater in second place. You finally went a full race without spinning out. How's it feel, man? You made it an interesting battle with Jacob Schneider. Did you burn your tires up before you could make a push?
I think towards the end, yeah, but I was almost pushing it all the way, just trying to get back to his rear end. But it was pretty fun. It was a nice race, for sure. It was good. Good trying to give him a little something to look at. That we're not all here to sit around. That some tracks some of us can show up at.
Yeah, man, that's your best showing all season. Second place. Well, actually, yeah, you tied for your best because you got second place going in reverse a couple weeks ago. But
at least I earned this one.
Yeah, this time you didn't go in reverse across the start-finish line, so that's good to see. Got any shout-outs before we go?
Just another. I'd like to thank my sponsors and you guys for putting these on.
Absolutely. We will be off for the next 2 weeks, and then we're going to Nashville Fairgrounds. What's your odds there?
I don't know. I haven't really ran Nashville, so I'm gonna have to practice on those 2 off weeks, huh?
Yeah, you got 2 weeks to practice there in Bristol, so you can get prepared to maybe challenge Jacob for his undefeated streak.
I don't think I'll get a win, but second place, put up a show like that, I'm happy.
Absolutely. Do that a few more times, and you won't be loop-de-loop no more.
Yep, exactly.
Lance Sater, guys, we thank you for coming. Second place, congratulations.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Bubba.
See you next time.
See ya.
And last but not least, we got Jacob Schneider yet again keeping his undefeated streak here in PRA iRacing Short Track League. Buddy, you had to hold off Lance Sater there for a little while.
No, I was talking to him before you interviewed him. He was a lot quicker than me short run. And I mean, I was doing Q laps. There was no saving tire. I was running from him. Just kind of, I saw how much track he was using, and he seemed a lot looser than me on exit. So I was like, surely his tires are going to go away in 10 laps. So I can push hard for 10 laps. But then, it went lap 10, lap 20, lap 30. He was still hanging in there, and I was still pushing hard too. But his tires finally gave in before mine did. So we were safe there at the end. But he was flying.
Absolutely. We thought we was going to have an actual battle for the lead there for a while, and I was concerned that you would actually lose your undefeated streak.
Yeah, I mean, I got to lose at some point, and Lance is a good dude. Seems like a good dude. From the little I've talked to him, it would have been a good loss to him. But yeah, I just try to manage the gap to him and hope it stayed green because he was so quick short run. I think a yellow, if he gets to reset his tires, I think he's going to be flying. I think it'd be hard to hold him off.
Absolutely. I agree with that. Well, that was a pretty strung out race. 5 cars on the track. Dylan Davis had to go before the race started. Like I said a couple times now, he has a baby on the way, so I don't know if that was what's going on or if it had already been there. I don't know. He didn't communicate with me, so unfortunately, we didn't have him on the track. That might have made the battle for second place a lot hotter.
Yeah, he was quick in practice. I was looking at his practice times, and I thought he was going to be good. That's why I was asking where'd he go.
Yeah, and Jake Raven, he got a outside pole and right off the bat got shoved off the line, so got pushed back early, so he didn't get to make a challenge.
I wonder if he got damaged because he was a lot quicker than that in practice as well.
Yeah, I have no idea. It was an unfortunate end for his race. I mean, he finished 4th, but there was only 5 cars on the track, so it wasn't like he had to battle anybody for it.
I'm willing to bet he had damage from that contact with Lance because he was a lot quicker in practice. I thought he would be tough.
Right. And then we had the debut of Sienna Bloomquist here. I hope she enjoyed herself. I know she's watching the broadcast, so hope her and her family enjoyed it. I know that it was kind of strung out and there wasn't a whole lot of action there, but I did announce it over the broadcast during the race that we are doing the late model stock / super late model series next year. We're working on that, so I made the official announcement while we're live because, you know, next week is, or not next week, next race is Nashville Fairgrounds, which is a paid track, so I'm willing to bet there'll be fewer cars on the track there, you know, because not as many have that track, and it's only 2 races to go, and some people just quit before the end of the season, so trying to gain interest back. We're going to combine the super late models and the late model stocks next season, and I want to give the credit where credit's due. Jacob Schneider was the one that came up with the idea, so if you want to give us a little rundown on it, Jacob.
Yeah, so we're going to have a series of just crown jewel late model races, and late model includes both the straight rail super late model and the late model stock perimeter car. They're entirely different races, so we combined them in a series of just crown jewel biggest races in the country. We'll simulate them here on iRacing at half-length distances and tire limits to simulate the real-life races too.
Absolutely. And so, yeah, hopefully that'll give some interest back. And I haven't talked to you about this yet, but my big idea is we're going to have three champions to crown. We're going to do one for a championship for the late model stocks, a championship for the super late models, and then an overall champion. So I think that'll be interesting.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of storylines going on there.
Yep, a lot to follow. Hopefully, we'll get a more cars on the track. That's what the plan is. And again, you've already made your shout-outs in the street stock race, but one more chance. Just give out any shout-outs you want to make.
Yeah, I'll shout out the league. I mean, to me, it seems like a good league. A lot of leagues I've joined are wreckfests, a lot of yellows, and a lot of intent wrecking, and people mad. That hasn't been the case here. I don't know why our numbers are dwindling. I would think that they'd keep going up. I hope that I'm not a cause of that, but maybe that's it. I don't know though. I feel like I've been trying to be a nice guy and all, so being cool about it. But yeah, I don't know why we got like half the cars we did at the beginning of the season, but I think people should come out and run this.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean. Eventually, if we can get some sponsors, we'll have race winnings and stuff. So, not only for a championship, you can race for money in each race. So, that's the goal. We're not there yet, but yeah, we're trying. We appreciate you coming with us and racing with us, Jacob. Give a shout out to us for us on your channel if you want. Maybe we can get some interest in more people involved.
Yeah, we'll do something like that. We'll figure something out.
Absolutely. Well, we thank you for racing, and congratulations on win number 4 in the late model stocks, and also a win number 4 in the street stocks.
Appreciate it. Nice talking to you.
Yep. See you next time, which will be in a couple weeks, 3 weeks actually. Next 2 weeks we're off.
That sounds good.
Have a good one.
You too.
And with that being said, that concludes our broadcast for tonight's race in the Short Track League. Shannon Milken, Flashbang, are you there?
I'm here.
Give us your final thoughts on tonight's event.
It was quick. It was clean. I can't ask for a better night. We got through it with minimal problems.
Absolutely. That's what we want. Like Jacob said in his interview, we've had relatively clean racing this whole season. So, he didn't get to see the fiasco that was the first couple of weeks of the super late models. So
no, he wasn't here to watch everything start, or let alone the mini stock series.
Oh God, yeah, the one from yeah. And the original street stocks, the Asphalt Assault Series Season 1. That we had 32 cars in that field, dude. 32 cars. That's the most we've ever had still at this point. But it was new, it was novel, everybody was not used to it, and it was total chaos. I don't know if you were there for that, but I definitely was. I was actually in the race and I ARCA braked. you and Below were actually going to make it a talking piece on your podcast. You remember that?
Yeah, I do remember that.
Well, anyway, I could sit here and reminisce, but we thank you all for watching the PRA Network 2 on YouTube, PRA_Network on Twitch. This is Justin Phoenix alongside Shannon Milliken and Racer Chick in the channel with us. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in a few weeks at Nashville Fairgrounds. Stay tuned and join us at discord.gg/PRA. Thank you.